kindergarten, I could outrun 8th graders in the mile run. Fantastic shape for my age. Pictures of me, I look like, one of the future super kids, you know what I mean? Because I was able to do so much. I was so physically gifted. The tender age of 6 years old, it was a week after Christmas. I went into a coma, and they had rushed me to the hospital, and I woke up something like 11 days later. The spinal meningitis, I was never right again, and I was in the exact opposite spectrum of being lean and idolized to being fat and made fun of within 3 years. So I was physically all right, I was mentally not all right by the time I got to high school. I didn't share anything with anybody, I kept everything inside. I became real destructive, doing really bad in school. My parents were threatening to kick me out of the house, they didn't know what to do with me. Martial arts pretty much threw itself into my life through all this turmoil and finding myself. I found a guy that had came from Pat Militich's school. He'd moved to Kenosha, Wisconsin. He'd started a gym. He was teaching Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which was unheard of at the time. This is 1999. Within the first week, I was hooked. I started doing good in school. I started changing my life. Within a month and a half of training, I just took my first set of fights. I ended up beating both guys. I was on top of the world. This is what I'm thinking about. I'm driving home, I got my best friend with me, and I'm slowing down to take a turn into my parents' house, and a drunk driver doing 120 leveled my car, hit a tree, killed my friend. He left us for dead. I woke up in my second coma. We were talking about this sport, right? The last memory I have. So it's like, I owe this to him. Started thinking right again. I started seeing clearly. In a month or so, I was hungry to fight again. Fought another tournament. I destroyed these guys at 18 years old. Then I knew mixed martial arts was my calling.
The winner by TKO.
Thank you, Wisconsin. Thank you, the Midwest. Your love and support. And this is for you.
As I have my life, I owe this sport my life, and I have to give back. In 2011, we actually established Rothwell in May here. So I've been teaching classes kickboxing, anywhere from 3 to 5 days a week. There'd be off days where I'm months out from a fight. I mean 6 months out from a fight. I have no reason to train. I'm here teaching. This place is giving me all of those lessons, and I feel like the more I'm embracing it, the more I'm learning, the better it's getting. Maybe I finally will figure something out, because when I teach this younger guy, it's gonna come to him a little more clear. He's gonna understand it better. Who knows, he might go on and change the world someday. Every little thing matters. It makes you really stop every day and wake up and you start appreciating every little thing. Every day I get to drive my car. Every day I get to kiss my beautiful wife. It's so easy to lose track of those things. Life has a way of reminding you in the wrong way, and I don't need to be shown that anymore. You gotta learn your lessons, and I think it's an important thing about martial arts. It's just like each fight. If you have things go wrong in a fight, you've got to learn from it. You've got to look at it and say, what happened, what went wrong? I have 27 TKOs. I still work on my striking every day. Constantly trying to improve yourself. That's what it's done to me. I'm never satisfied. I'm getting so much stronger. I'm becoming something I always dreamed of becoming. Because now I know who I am. And now I know what I can do. And I've won my last 3 fights.
Ben Rothwell by submission.
I'm on a mission, and I'm going to get the title.
I know right now there is not a man in this planet that can stop me inside this octagon. The only fight that matters to me now is the #1 contender spot. I will have the UFC title.
Fighting's not going to define who I am. When I say I fight for more than myself, there's something that I really truly mean by that, and the whole world's going to know it when I put the belt around my waist.